Welcome to the Fantasy Fox podcast. I'm John Jacobs with Jordan Fantasy Fox. We're here for a week 3 preview. So I just wanted to start off by playing a little game of who should I start? So let me ask you a couple questions. Julio Jones or Rob Gronkowski?
Well, I think you could probably definitely bet on Julio Jones. I really think that. They are playing Dallas this week, and I think that their secondary is really no match for Julio Jones.
Okay. Another question from the fans. A.J. Green or Jonathan Stewart?
Definitely A.J. Green. Definitely A.J. Green.
Okay. How about, let me think here, Carlos Hyde or Julian Edelman?
I have to go with Carlos Hyde this week.
Okay. Lamar Miller or Alfred Morris?
I'm going to go with Lamar Miller. Definitely think he has a better matchup.
Okay. Let me go with Joseph Randle or Frank Gore?
Got to go with Frank Gore. Randall's been kind of inconsistent here lately.
Okay, and last one, let's do Jarvis Landry or Melvin Gordon?
Oh, definitely Jarvis Landry. He's my guy.
He's your guy?
He's my guy.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he's my guy.
All right, let's do a little week 2 review. Just walk us through. How'd you do?
Well, out of 3 of my leagues, I'm 2-0 in 2 of them, and I'm 0-2 in the other one. So,
okay,
kind of iffy.
Let's talk about some injuries. Can you break it down for us?
Well, we got the big one, Tony Romo, broken collarbone, out 8 weeks.
That's got
at least.
It's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it definitely hurt my fantasy team a little bit.
Okay, who else you got?
Second injury I got, Drew Brees.
Yeah, that was rough.
Says it has like a sprained AC joint, I guess, in his shoulder.
Yeah, and then give me a third one.
Eddie Lacy has an ankle issue.
How long is that going to be?
It's still up in the air if he's going to play. Luckily, they play Monday night, so they really could. He has a good chance to play, probably, I would say.
Okay, and on the waiver wire, who would you pick up?
On the waiver wire, a lot of good guys out. Travis Benjamin of the Cleveland Browns. He's definitely, really shocked me this year. Wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
And another guy I'd pick up out there is Carlos Williams of the Buffalo Bills. He's definitely a good backup to LaShawn McCoy, and I think he'll definitely produce.
And then who do you round it out with?
I'm going to round it out with Michael Crabtree of the Oakland Raiders.
Okay.
I think he's definitely a good, solid pickup.
All right, and then do you have any sleeper picks that you got?
Sleeper pickups you want?
Yeah, somebody that's just flying under the radar. Who do you think's got a massive upside?
I think Eric Ebron, tight end of the Detroit Lions, has a really big upside.
Okay.
He's out there in a lot of leagues.
He's been picked up by a lot?
Hasn't really been picked up a lot, but he's just floating out there, and he's got pretty good stats. He's got week 1 he got 11 points, and then week 2 he got 10.
Okay.
So
you're hoping there's some consistency there?
Seeing a little bit of consistency there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then who else you got?
For a defense, I got the Browns defense this week going up against the Oakland Raiders.
Okay. So you think there's some good value there?
Yeah, I do. I think Joe Hayden, cornerback of the Browns, is definitely going to take that defense and definitely put up a lot of damage against the Raiders.
Okay, let's do the week 3 then preview. Position-wise, give me your top 3 picks for quarterback.
Top 3 picks for quarterback. This week I got, for number 1 quarterback, I got Tom Brady.
Okay.
I definitely think he's going to destroy that Jacksonville defense. And number 2, I got Russell Wilson going up against the Chicago Bears.
You like his offense?
I really do. I think he needs to get Jimmy Graham more involved. It's really making him mad, but I think if they start getting him involved, they'll definitely be putting up more more damage.
Okay, and then who you rounding out with?
I'm going to round it out this week with Andrew Luck. I think he'll definitely have a bounce back week this week.
You think he's done? It's done with his little bit of a slump.
Yeah, I think that Jets defense is definitely stacked, I think. And I think he got the best of them. And I think he'll learn from those mistakes that he made, and he'll definitely bounce back against the Titans.
So you think he was watching a lot of film this week?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Running backs, who do you got for our top three?
Number one running back, I got Adrian Peterson.
Oh, I told you, I love AP.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to get old, man, and I'm telling you, if he can have a rest, it's nothing. There's nothing like that. I mean,
he carried the ball 29 times last week and got over 130 yards, so he'll do it.
All right, who do you got for number two?
Number two this week, I got Marshawn Lynch going up against the Chicago Bears.
You think Marshawn's going to slice and dice?
Oh yeah, definitely. That Bears defense is nothing compared to the to beast mode.
All right, and who do you got in the third spot? The
Number
bronze
three,
medalist.
Number three, I got Jamal Charles going up against the Green Bay defense.
Okay.
I think he's definitely really consistent and productive. He needs to cut down on his fumbles, though. They've been hurting the team a lot.
It's got some slippery fingers.
Yeah. Cost the game last week against the Broncos.
Well, I mean, some of it's could be elemental and some of it could be psychological. So he has to work on that.
It could.
All right, wide receiver core, who do you got?
Number one, I got Julio Jones against the Dallas Cowboys.
You know I like Julio.
Yep.
All right, who else you got?
Number two, I got Antonio Brown against the Rams.
All right. It's kind of the same as last week. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Number three, I got Odell Beckham against the Redskins.
Okay, well, that's like pretty much the same as last week. Same as what I had last week. So, all right, tight ends, who do you got?
Tight ends, number one, I got the Gronk this week.
Okay.
Definitely think he'll destroy that Jacksonville defense just like he does every defense.
Well, as long as he stays healthy, he's really good. So
he's a beast. Yeah,
he is.
Number two, I got Jimmy Graham against the Bears defense. I think it'll definitely be a bounce back week for him.
You think that he's going to be utilized more in the offense?
After he said he was disappointed, I hope Russell Wilson took that into consideration and will throw him more balls. Definitely down in the red zone.
Okay. And then who you rounding it out with?
I'm going to round it out with Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Green Bay Packers.
Okay. Think he's going to have a good game?
I think he will. I definitely think he'll at least get in the end zone once.
Okay. And then who do you got for kicking? Special teams, or kicking, I should say. Just
kickers, number one, I got Steve going up against the Jaguars.
Okay.
Number two, I got Matt Bryant against the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Number three, I got Justin Tucker going up against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now, I feel personally that kicking is one of the hardest jobs in the NFL.
Yep.
Because you're responsible for, so many things, so many points, potential points. And usually it's the one time you miss is the one time you really needed it. So,
yep.
These guys are consistent, though, right?
Yeah, they definitely are.
Okay. Who do you got for your defense?
Defense, number one, I got the Seahawks going against the Chicago Bears.
Okay. I like that pick.
I like that pick especially more this week because they not only did they get Cam Chancellor back this week from his holdout, but the Bears are without Jay Cutler.
Okay. Who do you got for number two?
Number two, I got the Patriots defense against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They're always tough?
Yep, definitely are.
All right, and then who are you rounding it out with this week?
Going to round it out with the Texans defense going up against the Buccaneers.
This seems to be a really tough defensive scheme. It seems to be pretty consistent.
Yep, definitely with J.J. Watt.
Yeah. So how do you think the season's progressing now? We've got a little taste, a couple weeks. How you feeling? Feeling good about it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I think players are definitely getting in the swing of things coming into week 3 here. I think we're going to see definitely more consistency our way. Definitely a lot of good entertaining football ahead.
Any potential breakout stars?
I think a potential breakout star could possibly be Marcus Mariota.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think what he did in week
You don't
one,
think it just...
week one is pretty impressive.
I always attribute that, though, to the other team doesn't have enough film on the guy.
But they could always watch his college film.
Yeah, but he's in a different scheme. Unless they're playing the exact same scheme he was in college, and he's not. It's really, I think it's, I think RG3 is a perfect example. It took the NFL defense, a year to catch up, and then shut him down.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think it takes, there's like a learning curve. It's like you get a year, it's almost like you get a year free. And if you're not if you're a quick learner, you can utilize that. But if you're not, it may take a while. So, some of those guys that are ahead of the curve, it ends up hurting later on.
Yep.
So, what are your thoughts?
I think that's definitely true, but I think Mariota is he adapts really well, I think, and I think that he'll definitely adapt to, definitely not only this year by week, but I think he'll adapt next year and improve his game more.
Okay. Anything else you want to cover before we sign off?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything we can.
Okay, well, this is the end of our third podcast, and this is the week 3 preview, and we just thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. For John and Jordan, I'd like to say, have a great day.
We're good.